Blessed love, family. Welcome forward to another episode of Almost Alkaline Podcast. I am your host, Akeem Pierre, and we vibing as usual. This podcast is all about the journey. It's all about the path that we take to help us rise into the highest version of ourselves, or not even the highest version, but just self, because there is no high, low within self. Self is high, low, left, right, up, down, right, wrong. That's all self. So I don't really even like to say higher self, lower self. It's all self. And when we recognize that wholeness, that's what this journey is all about, is recognizing that wholeness. And I don't know if y'all saw that Kanye West documentary. It is two episodes are out so far. And I love it. Y'all already know I love Kanye. Like, I vibe with Kanye heavy. I vibe with him. And I believe he's on to something, man. You know, he does his thing. He has his ways about him, but that's the wholeness. So we're not judging him and every little thing that he does as if he's supposed to be perfect. But watching that documentary, it gave me so many insights into the journey. And it's so powerful. I feel that watching that unlocked so much for me, because there are certain keys in there that just so legendary. One of those was Pharrell talking about keeping that conduit between thinking of something and doing it clear. So you are always, I want to lay something down, you go lay that down. I felt that was legendary. But one of the things I really want to focus on and talk in today's episode is Kanye has no entitlement in him. There was nothing about Kanye that's entitled. And people like to talk about Kanye being arrogant and all that. And sometimes they say he's entitled because of what he talks about, because of how he speaks. But he's not really entitled. He's just saying what is his. And something that I've been thinking about even before the documentary, and just entitlement, I feel that entitlement is one of the most toxic things in our modern day right now, where we are so entitled, where it doesn't matter what you did. If you've done something or if you haven't, you have a certain level of entitlement. And it's like being on social media and having your own platform affords you entitlement. And I believe that's trouble for anybody who's on their hustle, who's on their grind and wants to manifest greatness and wants to be able to share their light. Entitlement is going to dim the light. Entitlement is going to take you off the course, and entitlement is going to trick you out of your spot. So how I like to think of it is, imagine a rag that's full of water, and all the water in that rag is entitlement. And what I like to do is just drip by drip squeeze the entitlement out of us. And you know, when you first squeeze that entitlement, that rag, a whole bunch of water comes out. You know, that's easy. You just got rid of a lot of it. But then you really got to squeeze, like really squeeze it to dry it out and get every last drop of that entitlement out of us. And that's what I believe we got to do. And that's how I like to think of it and look at it. Like, I need to rid myself of this, because we're entitled thinking that everything out there or all these things are ours. And yes, that's true. It is all ours. And even in the Bible, he said, everything I have is yours, son. You have always been right beside me. And all you got to do is keep doing what you're doing. You don't got to try to prove nothing. You ain't gotta try to, like in that story in the Bible, it was jealousy that was coming through, and you don't need none of that jealousy, because jealousy opens the doors to other pathways that we don't want to go. So the father said, everything I have is yours, son. And that's what I feel we got to understand, is everything is ours. So we don't need to get in our heads thinking about, oh, why is that person treating me like this? Or why don't I have this yet? Or, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, they didn't respond to me to a message. And we get in our feelings, and then that takes us off of our spot. And Kanye, using that example from Kanye, is he just got signed to this label. And he could have felt the entitlement, like, y'all are supposed to put me on. Y'all are supposed to get me studio time. Y'all are supposed to hook me up and help me out here. But there was no entitlement. There wasn't a drop of entitlement in Kanye's blood. So what he did is he said, it's mine. Let me go get it. And he went to work. And I believe that if I can get that out of myself, if I can bring that level of it's mine, and let me get to work instead of it's mine, give it to me, then I believe we're going to make so much more progress on our journey, and we're going to live lives that are so much more abundant and so much more fruitful. And it's when we just want someone to give it to us, or we just want to sit back and have it come to us, then that's when it's like, it's trouble for us. And that's trouble. And in today's day and age, we have it like literally it's all at our fingertips. And with a couple of my employees and just people I talk to, I let them know it's a numbers game with a lot of this stuff. So don't let your feelings and your emotions get into it. Just keep reaching out. Keep reaching out. Keep sending the messages. Keep going on. Keep going on. And eventually, you may get the response. Like my favorite rapper, my favorite artist, he just reached out to me. And I've been messaging him for like 2 years. And I'm not saying messaging him like, yo, I want to send you products. Oh, yo, no, I wasn't doing that. I was just showing my love. If he released a song I liked, I was sending love. And I'm sharing him on my stories. And I'm just, organic, natural with it. But I'm not entitled like, yo, he should respond to me. He should respond to me. Why didn't he respond to me yet? Nah, I'm just keep doing me, and it's mine. So I'm just going to keep acting as if, because it is. And I'm not going to let my mind get in the way and stop my path. So then I go on a different course where instead of focusing on, oh, that is all mine, I'm thinking about lack. I'm thinking about what I don't have. I'm thinking about how I don't have it yet. And if we come forward and we remove that entitlement from us and we just put the work in and we focus on what is it that I got to do today to get one step closer to where I'm going? What is it that I got to do today to get one step closer to where I'm going? And once I know that, let me do that. And that's it. Don't think about, oh, why didn't this person do that? Or why is this person this? Or why does this person have that and I don't have this? Or why does that person get treated like that when I've been doing all that person's been doing, but no one's showing me that love? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just stay dedicated, stay committed, and know it is all yours. It is all waiting for you. It is all there for you. And all you got to do is stay committed, stay dedicated, and keep your heart pure. Or keep your heart Pierre. That's why they call me Akeem Pierre. Because it's the pure. We Pierre with it. So we got to keep our hearts pure. And that's what I believe when Pharrell was saying that conduit between thinking I got to lay something down and going to do it. That is that purity in the heart. That is the no entitlement. That is I got to do this because this is my soul calling. This is from my heart. This is from my spirit. And there's nothing that's going to get in the way of me doing that. So that's what I believe, keeping that clear channel. And the way Pharrell laid that out, he just cemented as one of the GOATs, greatest of all time for me. The way that he just showed that love to Kanye and the way that he was given that direct feedback of how to stay great. Because he said, you may get to a point where he's like, I know people who are great and I know when they have the potential to get lazy. And you don't have that. And I'm like, yo, I have that. A lot of us have that. So we got to be more mindful. And this is a part of it where the entitlement creeps in. We got to squeeze that entitlement drip by drip, squeezing that entitlement out of us as we rise into self and become who we already are. All right, y'all. Sending y'all so much love, so much balance. Once again, it's an honor to be speaking and vibing with y'all. Every Monday and Friday, we release these podcasts. I am going to start filming these again on video, so you can also catch these on YouTube. You're going to be catching clips on Instagram and all that. So we vibing. Give thanks to everybody who's been reaching out, who's been showing love. I give thanks. There is no entitlement for me when it comes to these podcasts. I am here putting in the work, and just sharing from my heart and my spirit. And I give thanks for every single one of you who does reach out. Like, believe me, this is not something I take for granted. This is not something that I believe should happen. I'm amazed. I'm literally amazed. And I am so grateful for every single time that I see a listen. I see a download. When someone shares the podcast, I'm ecstatic. And I'm never going to change. I'm always going to be so excited and so grateful for this. Because this is so beautiful. And I'm squeezing that entitlement out of us. Sending y'all love. Bless.